Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video. Peace and abundance for everybody clicking on this video. I appreciate you guys for tapping in, but make sure you hit that like button. That way we can get this in the algorithm, spread this message. Today I wanted to talk about 5 signs that you're awakened. Either you're awakened or you're going through an awakening. All right, and you might notice these things, these patterns happening to you if you are going through this process. All right, so without further ado, man, make sure y'all stick around for the whole video. We're about to tap in. The first sign that you are awakened is your vision is upgraded. You no longer see the world surface level anymore. You start to go down that rabbit hole and you see things on a deeper level. And when this happens, people might say, oh, you doing too much, or you looking too much into these things, right? It's not that serious, it's not that deep, but you can't help it. Right, you got a new lens. You see with new eyes. So you can't help but see things for what they are and see it on a deeper level. Okay? It's sort of like getting superpowers. At first you only saw things that were skin deep, right in front of you. But now that you're awakened, you got thermal vision, you got x-ray vision, you can see energy. So you can see through the hand, you can see the skeletal system. You can see all of the veins and the wires. You can see the organs, the things that was hidden from you. This is your new form. And I remember when I first went through my awakening, and I would go back and watch like cartoons and movies that I used to watch, and I was just mind blown at how many messages and light codes was coming through the screen. Like things that I missed. I'm like, wow, they was really putting this in our face, or they was really talking about this. And it's like watching it for the first time all over again. So now when I watch movies, I have a balance between entertainment and information. Right? I could be entertained by it, but I'm still looking and reading in between the lines and seeing messages like, okay, I see what they're trying to say right here. And I love it. You know, I wouldn't want to go back. I love the new vision that I have. So first sign, your vision is upgraded. The second sign that you're awakened is you understand that your actions have consequences. Your present creates your future. You'll notice yourself being more present, learning how to meditate. This is why meditation, for my journey, this was one of the first things that I learned when I awakened, is how to meditate. Because meditation brings you into the present moment so that you can focus, recenter, and really create and be in control of your life. Most people live in the past or the future. They're living in regret, or they're in fear of something that might happen or could happen. Rarely do people sit in the present moment and create. And this is how you know that you're awakened, because you find yourself more and more in isolation, in meditation, creating, going through the process, listening to yourself. Everything that we do has a consequence. So this is why you start to eat better. You start to treat other people better. You start to treat yourself better. You know, everything that you do is very particular, because you understand that it can change the direction or the flow of your reality. Understand that before you were awakened, you were the walking dead. You were a zombie, right? Let's look at the definition of zombie. A zombie is someone who moves around as if unconscious and being controlled by someone. So that's how most of us were. Not really in control of ourselves, not even conscious of our existence, not even knowing who we are, being controlled by programs and by society and our environment, just following the path. You know what I'm saying? When you awaken, that's when that phoenix rose up. You rose from the ashes and you became anew, right? Even in the Bible, it tells you, be not of the flesh, but of the spirit. So when you awaken, your spiritual body becomes online, and it takes control over the physical body. It gives it commands, instructions on how to live a better experience down here, right? So that's what's happening to you. You're awakening. Your phoenix is rising. Your wings is spreading. Okay, so this is another sign that you're awakening. The third sign, inner dialogue. You talk to yourself, or you hear that voice in your head, and that voice in your head has been with you all your life, but you find yourself now frequently having more inner dialogue and talking to yourself a lot more frequently. This is how you know that you're awakened. or you're going through an awakening. Now you're tapping into a higher power, right? What you think that voice is? Who are you talking to when you talk to yourself? That's the higher power. And now that you are awakening, your connection is stronger. So you actually are able to communicate a lot more efficiently. You know, it's just like if you got weak cell phone service or connection in a certain area, you can't really call nobody. You might miss some phone calls, some texts, but as soon as that connection gets stronger, all the missed calls and texts come flying in. So that's sort of like what it is when you awaken. Like all these messages that were sent to you to try to help you out on your journey, you missed them because your connection was weak, right? You were still partially asleep. And what's crazy is I found out that over 70% of people don't even have inner dialogue. Like they don't have a voice in their head. So they're just doing stuff. That's the majority of the world. So that tells you right there that by you having more frequent inner dialogue, that means that it's something that you're connected to. You have awakened, you have risen up into something higher, to a higher level of consciousness, right? For you to have this information inside of you. And you know, when you talk to yourself, you get stuff done. You get answers. You know what I mean? Like, I find myself talking to myself and having whole conversations. But when I get done, it's like I feel better. You know, it's like my therapy. It gives me answers and it helps me see another perspective. I get all that by talking to myself and that inner dialogue. So this is another sign that you're awakened. The fourth sign that you're awakened is you start to detach from everything. And if you don't detach from things, it's going to fall out your life. You know, the universe is going to do its work on its own because your vibration is rising and you're shifting into a new reality. So a lot of folks can't come with you. This is what that 3D to 5D shift is. Shifting from the third dimensional world of chaos and going into a 5D world of creating the life that you want. The new earth, what they call it. But in order for you to do that, you have to detach. And this is why when your awakening starts, you start unpacking all that baggage that you had before you was woke. All that baggage, all that trauma, things from your childhood that you never healed. And you just buried deep within. It starts to come to the surface, right? And this is where a lot of people who start to awaken, they get scared because they have to face those demons that they had inside of them. And they think that it's a demonic attack, or they think that it's something wrong with them. And it's not. It's just that you got to fight them demons inside, you know, which is just you. It's just everything that you kept inside of you. That's what it takes. That's what healing is. It's painful. Okay? It's not all sunshine and roses. For you to reach your best version, man, you got to clean yourself and detox. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. That spiritual detox is a mother. A lot of people can't handle it, so they try to run back to their old life. You know? But you can't run back to your old life either. As the OG, Mr. Dick Gregory said, the only strings attached to you awakening is you can't go back to sleep. Once you awaken, once you put those lenses on, that's it. You ain't no going back. You can try as much as you want to, but it's always going to bump you back onto your path. Trust me, I know by example, man. I got scared and, you know, I felt alone at times, and I tried to go back to my old self and old lifestyles, and I would get my ass kicked every time. It's just like if you play battle royal games like Fortnite or something like that, or Call of Duty Warzone, and you got the storm coming in, right? That's forcing you to go into the circle. But if you stay out in that storm, it's going to hurt you, right? It's not healthy. Same thing with you trying to go back to your old lifestyle. So understand, understand that once you wake up, you will detach, and it's going to happen whether you like it or not. You might as well go with the flow. And this is going to shift you into a new reality. The fifth sign that you're awakening is you start to see messages everywhere. Light codes, right? Anything, any situation, any environment, you can receive messages. And this is ringing in the ears. You might see angel numbers. And I'm going to do another video on angel numbers and why you see those specifically, right? But for this video, we're just talking about the different type of signs you'll see. You know, you might have birds flying in your path. You might see red cardinals. you start to have all these signs that have meanings behind them. You'll realize that the universe is constantly speaking to you, right? Through the Most High, of course, sending these messages from the universe, right? But it's constantly speaking to you, constantly giving you guidance. You might even have people that come across your path in the form of angels that will guide you or help you out in a difficult time. You know that you're awakening when you start to notice these signs more frequently. You know, every time you look up, you're seeing repeating numbers. You walking around and you cross feathers on your path, or you see cats walking your path all the time. When you were asleep, you might not have thought twice about these things happening. Oh, it's just a coincidence, or it's not a big deal, right? But when you awaken, you understand that nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is divine timing. The fact that you was in that place at that time, at that moment, to see that angel number, or to see, you know, that feather cross your path, that's not by chance. There's been times where I'm driving and I'll see a license plate that says like 444 or 555 or 3333. And I'm just thinking to myself, that's a message. Because what's the odds of me being in traffic at the right time, the right place to see that? If I would have left my house a second late, if I would have made a different turn, if anything, any little small change, I wouldn't have saw that. So I know that's divine timing, and I was meant to see that because I was in the right place at the right time. Okay, so this is another sign that you're going to get messages everywhere, downloads left and right, and you're going to have this thirst for knowledge, this urge to learn more, learn about history, learn about yourself, learn about the world around you. Going through an awakening can be scary because it really pulls the veils off your eyes, and it's hard for you to discern what's real and what's fake. Even your dreams feel real, and this world might feel fake. You know, that happened to me at flip-flop. My dreams were so vivid that when I woke up, I thought I was in a dream. Right? So it can be scary, but at the same time, it's beautiful, man, because as you stay persistent on this journey, you're going to see that, man, I'm blessed. The fact that I have eyes to see and ears to hear, I'm blessed. And now I can take control of my life. I can get on my purpose and do what I'm meant to do here. There's this beautiful quote that I heard, and it says the two most important days of your life is the day that you're born and the day that you find out why. So guys, these are 5 signs that you are going through an awakening, or that you are awakened already. All right. And let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. If you noticed some of these things, if I missed something, you know, I want to know your experience. I do read my comments, guys, and I try to hit up everybody within the first few days of me posting the video. So don't be afraid to talk to me, talk to each other, right? If you got any questions, if you got any video requests, also let me know in the comment section. But if you guys need more help, I do one-on-one consultations. So tap in with me. I'll leave my links in the description and in my pinned comments. Y'all have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.